I thought the Celtics were the better team, and especially when they came back and they tied it to 3-3. I really thought in game number 7, the Boston Celtics were going to go home and surprise everybody and do what they do, and that's win.
Yeah, no, I thought that they were going to win at home last night too, but from the first play of the game when Tatum rolled his ankle, that was it. It was done.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
Whole offense goes through Tatum. Mm-hmm. And if he can't move, which he couldn't really, like, good for him for trying, I guess, because they didn't really have a better option. But, like, it was over right from there.
Well, I also think when you look at this series as a whole, again, going back to Caleb Martin, nobody would have thought that Caleb Martin was going to play as well as he did. He was an undrafted player. He was a G League player. For the last 2 years. He gets called up this year early in the season and played a big part on why Miami made the playoffs and then going all the way to the Eastern Conference and now the NBA Finals. It's an incredible story. It really is. And he is going to be asking for a decent chunk of change. And I think the Miami Heat should absolutely re-sign him. And if they don't, I'm sure there'll be a list of teams ready to re-sign him or sign him in the offseason.
I don't care. I want to trade Jaylen Brown. Let's get him out of here.
Turnovers were too much.
Dude, first of all, you think you guys want to believe that that's one game. Like, that's his whole career. Like, I've been watching that. Like, he's a good player. That's fine. But he cannot dribble. Every time he tries to dribble, it's a turnover. And I've got the perfect scenario to fix all the Celtics problems.
Let's hear it.
Jaylen Brown for Damian Lillard.
Interesting.
I know. I think it's a very good trade. They get younger. Damian Lillard kind of doesn't want to be there. He wants to win. Send him to Boston. That gets us a point guard. We got to get rid of a point guard. I am for loading Marcus Smart into a cannon and firing him to the moon. Okay?
Well, you won't miss him with his green hair. That's for sure.
Can the Knicks send Julius Randle in the same cannon?
Because we have another good defender in Derek White. Yep. Brogdon's coming off the bench, and that could be our guard rotation. But we'd still have a hole at the 3 spot. Mm-hmm. Sign Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish.
He's a guy that's just a spot up 3 shooter that doesn't need the ball in his hands. It's a catch and shoot guy that's not going to dribble like a retard. Let Damian Lillard handle the ball. You can still use Jason Tatum, and if the drive isn't there, kick it to Cam Reddish, knock down the 3. Problem solved. I'm the new GM of the Boston Celtics. Sign me up.
You want to fire Brad Stevens?
Or he wants to promote him to coach. You want to promote him to coach again, Jeff?
Dude, Brad Stevens, first of all, Brad Stevens has done a pretty good job putting this roster together.
No,
right? And I've been trying to tell you about Robert Williams. I've been trying to tell y'all, the dude guarded Jimmy Butler. Name another dude over 7 feet that can guard Jimmy Butler. Go ahead, name one. And I know that you love your guy on the Knicks, offensive rebounds, whatever. That fat prick could have never guarded Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler would have ran right around him every time, and Robert Williams.
His name is Mitchell Robinson.
That prick.
Jeff, you are one for
Eddie
words,
Curry
that's for
2.0.
sure.
That's what he is, Eddie Curry 2.0.
Wow.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your information. Thank you for all your craziness, as always.
That's the solution to the Celtics' problems.
Well, I think Damian Lillard would not want to be traded. I think he wants to stay with Portland for the rest of his career because if he wanted to be traded, he probably would have been traded 2 years ago.
He doesn't want to lose. He's sick of the losing.
How many years does Damian Lillard have left? I mean, seriously, at the top of his game?
Right. And I'll tell you why the Celtics are another great spot for him to go.
Why?
Because it reminds me of another situation when the Celtics won a championship.
Oh, yeah?
Which
one was that?
He's just short Kevin Garnett. That's what he would be, right? Come on into the Celtics.
Hold on.
Boost them up.
Hold on. You're comparing Kevin Garnett to Damian Lillard?
Let's look at what
I love you, Celtics, Jeff. You're out of your mind.
It's a veteran player who's aging that could lift the Celtics.
Kevin Garnett went to the Celtics at 31 years old, and by the way, he was still at the top of his game.
And Damian Lillard's at the top of his game. He's 30.
Yes, he's also forcing shots. He's the guy he's the only shooter on that Portland Trailblazer team.
He's forcing shots if he had other guys to play with. He's forcing shots on a terrible rebuilding Portland Trailblazers team.